you see a clip coming up pretty much of him speaking about Just Brittany in the sense of he's paying for a lot of things for her, like photo shoots and such. He should be allowed to smash from time to time. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of He Rants. I'm your host, Felix Long Trousers. Man, check this out, man. If this is your first time coming to He Rants, man, I just want to let you know I'm just a random guy that finds out about random news that I find interesting and I feel like I just need to inform you guys about. If that sounds sexy or attractive to you, man, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. And at the same time, make sure you hit the post notifications so you be one of the first people to hear the voice of Long Trousers. My voice is oh so sensual. And at the same time, please leave a like, man, because I'm really insecure and it lets me know that I'm making somewhat decent content and it pushes me on the grind. And at the same time, you gotta buy the merch. Mofo, men offering females orgasms, because we're oh so humble. But let's not waste no more time. Let's get right into the first story, man. We got to talk about this guy, Felix Gretason, I believe his last name is. No, it's irrelevant. All right, irrelevant. Last name don't matter. Felix. That's a very, very sexy first name he got there, man. He definitely should give that to his children if he doesn't already have any. But the reason why I'm talking about this guy, because he's the first guy to actually go through and successfully have two shoulders and arms transplanted to him. We are in the freaking future. Oh my God. Felix is 48 years old, and about 20 years ago, he had a crazy power line accident. I don't know what he was doing with the power lines or whatever. Maybe he's an electrician or something. I don't know. But he was working. He was on the power line. You know, he got electrocuted and everything, and it got to the point that when he went to the hospital and everything, the doctors decided that he needed to be amputate his arm straight off from the shoulders down, both of his arms and everything, right? And he was also in a 3-month coma, so he was going through a lot of L's at this point, right? So after all this time has passed, now in France, oui, you know what I'm saying? Man, that was corny. After a 14-hour surgery, a successful 14-hour surgery, they were able to transplant new shoulders and arms. So now he's actually able to like clench, like his, flex his elbows and everything, move all around. Like, listen, I can only imagine not having arms, especially for the last 20 years, man. He missed on a whole lot of stuff. He missed on a knee with it rocking. He can't do crank that soldier boy. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine like? Listen, you can't do the whoa. He can't even nay-nay. Can you imagine doing a nay-nay with no arms? I can't even imagine try to do the nay-nays. I can only imagine going through that whole 20 years without having your arms, man. I can only imagine, man. God bless him, man. I'm happy for the guy, man, but I can only imagine. Can you imagine if for those whole 20 years, right, and somebody tries to disrespect you, you just have to sit there and be disrespected, right? What you gonna do? You're not gonna swing on them, right? What you gonna do? Kick? When the moment if the dude's able to grab your leg, that's it. This is not no Jet Li movie. You're not able to lift up your other leg and just, fling around and kick. And even if you were able to, what's gonna break your, your fall and everything, right? Your face is probably gonna hit straight to the floor because you're not able to use your hands to block. This is a whole lot of stuff. And let's be honest, right? One of the biggest things about this that's like bad, especially for him as a man, is he wouldn't be able to jack it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you're not able to smash, right? Because I can only imagine how the strokes are without no arms, right? The strokes must be a difficult feat, right? But just the mere fact that you're not able to touch you know what I'm saying? Unless you're able to find a way to get flexibility in your legs and do it that way, but it still wouldn't be the same. I feel like the important things in life are just not there. Drop. Hey, we got to talk about this Georgia teenager by the name of Trey Brown. Trey Brown, man, 19 years old, working at Krogers, right? And he's just facing some charges now because he has scammed Krogers up to almost $1 million. I believe $900-something thousand, bro. Oh, the finesse and greed in these young. Basically, what he was doing false returns, right, from items 78 to 40, $87,000, which is crazy to me to think of. Like, I've never been to a Kroger's, right, but what the hell is in the Kroger that's up to $87,000? Like, I'm trying to figure, are you buying a super fridge in the back? Are you actually buying the fridge itself that holds all the milk and frozen items? I'm trying to understand, what is $87,000 that you're able to fake return, right? But that's why I give it to the boy. He's a finesse king, right? But the reason why he got caught is because apparently his co-workers, two other employees, found out about it and reported it to the authorities, which is crazy to me because this happened. I believe it happened. Since it happened in Georgia, I'm assuming the area that he's in, because I think it happened in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken, is majority black, right? So I would think that we would look out for each other, but I don't know. But I'm just assuming this. Could have been somebody on the other end, a whole different race and everything, right? But not that it matters so much, but it's just like, man, the snitching. What did you gain? Did you get him promotion or something? What was the reason for the snitch? What was this guy an asshole? Was he flaunting the money around? I just need to know what is the apparently he was actually able to return a big chunk of the money back to the store. He didn't spend everything. He was actually, I think he bought a few things. He actually bought 2 cars, which one of them he totaled. So he was living a fast life, definitely. I don't know how much time he's looking to face right now, right? I'm not sure. Kroger has to pretty much take somewhat of an L because they know they're not getting back the whole $980,000. There's no way. There's no way in hell. The employees, of course, they haven't released the name because we all know about snitches get stitches and everything, right? I'm just really confused. I really want to know why they told. And I want to see, I'm wondering if he started telling other people, because if you're going to commit these type of crimes, because let's keep it a stack, a lot of people do these type of things, right? I'm not going to say I do that. I don't do that. It's not. I'm not going to let that just go into the static and it's going to make it look like I do that. I don't do that. All right, but there's a lot of people that do this just to, makes ends meet and stuff like that. Not saying it's right. Not saying it's right? But I mean, during COVID time, some people really needed money, and who knows, he might be helping his family out. I doubt it. That boy wanted that money. We gotta talk about the guy Rick Ross, man. Rick Ross is in news because an old clip just resurfaced from the old show VH1 Signed and everything, right? Where it pretty much has up and coming artists that want to get signed by these guys. I think Rick Ross, the Dream, is the judge. I'm not sure what other judges are and everything. I never watched the show. I'll keep it stacked with you, right? Look, real talk, I really had to do a little bit of research just to find out what the show was. I mean, clearly not showing the show anymore for obvious reasons because people clearly weren't watching it. But I digress. The video resurfaced. It was a clip pretty much of 2 artists. One artist's name is Just Brittany, and the other one, his name is Kia or something like that. And it pretty much shows why Rick Ross might not be the best guy out there. Just Brittany came up, and when it was her turn to perform and everything, she decided to use the Aston Martin music track in the background, and with ad libs and everything, and sung on top of that and everything, right? I guess I'm not sure to impress Rick Ross in particular or anything like that, because his song and everything. But she did that, and she was praised and said, oh, she did a really, really good job. Then Kia, she also used the same beat and everything, right? But she put a little bit of her own little mustard on it herself, right? And Rick Ross was to tell her that her voice wasn't as good as Britney's. But basically, when you listen to it, you can tell that Kaya, if I'm not pronouncing her name right, Kaya sounded slightly better, if not just entirely better than Just Brittany. And the reason why this was disappointing, because Kaya came out and felt like I was looked at as the lesser talented contestant, right? Why am I looked at as the less talented contestant when clearly I came and I put my own mustard on it and I sung better? She pretty much just copied the song verbatim in a sense, basically. Kaya also came out and said straight up he was probably mesmerized by the butt. So by her saying that, I went ahead and did a little bit more research on Just Brittany because I didn't know who she was. So when I went and saw Just Brittany, the booty was impressive. It was mesmerizing even, right? Definitely something I would like to lather up and penetrate. So I see where she's coming from, right? I haven't looked up Kaya's body or anything like that, but I'm assuming they're mesmerized by just Britney. Kaya might not be as stacked, you know what I'm saying? Which is totally fine, but this is really meant for vocal skills and everything, right? So I understand her frustration. And then later on, you see a clip coming up pretty much of him speaking about just Britney in the sense of he's paying for a lot of things for her, like photo shoots and such. He should be allowed to smash from time to time. Oh, man. Rick Ross later apologized for this, right? But at this point, the damage already been done. He really said what he really felt. And that apology is BS, because that's who he really is. Because now people are bringing up, the old lyrics and everything with the "you ain't even know it" joint, put a Molly on her drink and all that stuff. You feel me? So people are just trying. I feel like at this point, I think people knew what type of guy Rick Ross was, right? You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people knew who he was. People just decided to ignore it. But here's the thing, right? Cancel culture is about to come full swing. Because when I heard that the clip got resurfaced, who's resurfacing this clip? I'm not saying I'm on Rick Ross' side. I'm not. I'm just saying in general. Who's resurfacing these clips? Who's these people? So I really want to know, who are these people who just, look, listen, I'm about to just go on Twitter and just keep scrolling down to God knows. That show came out in 2017? 2016, 2017. Like, you went scroll back, God knows how many tweets, or how many video clips and all that stuff. Well, I don't know, man. People just finding any excuse just to come and cancel somebody. I don't know. Rick Ross did something to somebody to get them upset. I don't know if Kia might have, or Kaya came up and just decided, like, let's bring this out 2021. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring some of these guys out. We're gonna make it like a secondary Me Too or something. I don't know. But at this point, though, Rick Ross, you asking for this. The question I want to ask is, Rick Ross really going to be canceled, right? Rick Ross, he's not really making music out here, right? I mean, Maybach music, I guess, and all that stuff, but they haven't really been doing anything, making a lot of noise. And I'm just really curious of how they would do by canceling. Is everybody going to stop going to Wingstop? I don't know if it's that easy, right? Wingstop, it's pretty elite. I'm not sure if we can really just go and just banish Wingstop and such, right? And whatever entrepreneurial things that he does, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he has a few other businesses that he's invested in and all that. And, I feel like cancel culture, if you guys want to be really serious, you guys got to go out and cut off all revenue streams, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I hate cancel culture to the point that I'm just like, bro, leave this guy alone, bro. Leave this guy alone. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that can happen at this point. Kaya didn't get the deal. It is what it is. You feel me? Just Britney's out there flaunting the booty. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Is it right? It definitely isn't right. But I feel like these are the moments that you gotta look at yourself and be like, this wasn't the spot. This wasn't it. I'm gonna go and bring my talent somewhere else, because clearly I'm talented. I'm talking about Kia or Kaya, by the way. But I mean, let's see. I just really want to see what happens to Rick Ross, though. But that's all I got to talk about today, man. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. I love you so much, man. Thank you for that. But please, leave a subscribe. Subscribe to your boy. Subscribe to the boy. You made it this far. I've kept you entertained enough, right? Informed at least, right? And leave a like at the same time, man, because I'm so insecure, man. It definitely lets YouTube know that I'm releasing good content and keeps pushing my voice out to the masses. And at the same time, you gotta buy the merch. Mofo, men offering females orgasms, man, because we're so humble. Link in the description box below, man. I'm just stuttering all over the place, man. But that's all I gotta say today, man. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.